in the Twilight Zone. We're living in the Twilight Zone. These crazy days that we live in just cause me aches and pains. Lately, my life is like a season of Stranger Things. This place is flooded with demons and they invade your brains. This is an artificial hell and they create the flames. Day to day, I just try to stay strong and make it through. Wake people up from their slumber, that's what I came to do. Please don't believe what you see on TV and think it's true. It's all just targeted programming and it's aimed at you. It's everywhere, you're getting lied to and yet you barely care. People with common sense are now very rare. But the way that they brainwash you isn't very fair. They can shove that mind control programming up their derriere. I do not consent to the way they tailor society. Ain't no variety. Plus I really hate when they lie to me. I use music as a tool to release the anger inside of me. You don't know how fucking crazy it's driving me that we're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom, but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent, and satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite, and being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate, but there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
It's where we live and control you through fear and terrorism. They want to keep you in a mental prison where they tell you vision through the television. Where the ignorance is bliss and they just keep you living in it. You're a business, getting us citizenship. What did you really think that your birth certificate is? Get the straw man on. Money isn't paid, it's all in the bank note. It's only a bill exchange when you pay that loan. Like a monopoly game, but you can't pass go. When you turn on the TV, y'all did. You get politically entertainment. The news that you see is all suggested. Lower brain frequencies contribute to our stress. And you're responding, telling me that we're free living in this country. Military overseas and it's all for our peace. Just a record on repeat from the programming. I probably want a cracker. Put you through education for domestication, control of my pastor. Giving you medication to poison our masses. If you ever question what's coming from our masters, and you're rocking the boat, or you're ever having any thoughts of your own, you better hope you never caught rocking alone to be locked up a road off by the vehicle. Got your life looking like a sci-fi show. Brain scribbling when the Wi-Fi's on. Airplane mode when I buy my phone. If your eyes wide closed,
we're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom, but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent, and satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite, and being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate, but there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone. I ask myself, why do I even bother? Cause people are just like sheep that are lining up for the slaughter. If they're killing rats with fluoride, then why is it in the water? They're using the news to fool us, divide us so they can conquer. The longer you stay asleep, then the longer I'm gonna scream at you. I can't believe you let them deceive you, it's inconceivable. I won't stop until you wake up and do what you need to do. This world is overran with an evil that is unspeakable. Most people don't know, so they just vote and pay taxes. The devil's hiding in the shadows and controlling their actions, and they think that the earth is a spinning globe on its axis. But I don't have any time to devote to this madness. I have nobody to relate to, so I ride alone. Just me and all these wild thoughts that are inside my dome. I feel like I don't belong here and I can't find my home. I'm tripping and I'm wishing it was different, but we're living in the Twilight Zone. They claim you have freedom, but they don't honor it. The world is a prison and you're the occupant. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The government's useless and they're incompetent, and satanic pedophiles are prominent. We're living in the Twilight Zone. The things that you believe are the total opposite, and being called crazy is just a compliment. We're living in the Twilight Zone. It's ran by the New World Order conglomerate, but there's a storm coming and there's no stopping it. We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And there's nowhere that we can go. Awaken now, I'm feeling all alone.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And the rest that remain asleep, sedated and still thinking that we're free.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And there's nowhere that we can go. Awaken now, I'm feeling all alone.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
And the rest that remain asleep, sedated and still thinking that we're free.
We're living in the Twilight Zone.
All right. Sorry about that. Welcome back. Live again. It's today, May 16th, 2023. Um, it's good to see some people in chat already. What's up, Boston Ray, Sunshine? Yeah, do this. Sorry, I'm just I haven't been live in a while. I've been trying to go live since like last week, I think. I wanted to go live, but I've been going through a lot, and I'm gonna talk about it in a few. Talk about a few things and give some updates of what's going on with me and everything. So yeah, starting off. So yeah, basically, I wanted to go live last week, but because of my circumstances and because of my injury that I'm going through, still, it's just been hard to do it. So I'm taking a break. You know, that's I just been taking a break. So that's the best way I can explain it for now. I have to work on taking care of my health. You know, that's number one. And so yeah, and also on my last when I was live last time, I was talking about my back and situation and what happened because a few weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago or something, I got my back went out again, and it was out for like 2 weeks. Then it got better. Then I went live, talked about it, did a stream, and then I've been dealing with other stuff too, with family problems, family issues, situations, which I'll talk about in a few, but I don't want to go on too much about it. And so it's just been hard to go live. And then Friday, uh, my back went out again. I don't know what happened. I was laying down, and then I guess I didn't get up fast. Like I didn't get up when I should have probably. So um, well, what happened? Well, the thing is, I was getting ready. Like I got up, I was getting ready, stretch and get my day started, whatever, things like that. In order for me to, get the pain down, I have to do this. So I got up, did that, ate something. Then I was just right before I got ready, I was on my phone, and then I got distracted. I had some family come distract me, whatever. So then I couldn't really finish doing what I was doing. So went to lay down because it was already too late by then. So I went and lay down. I guess because of that, I didn't get up, whatever. And for some reason, like my whole, like the middle of my back, like below my rib cage, just completely went out. I couldn't even move that much. So I just been working on that the past few days. But anyway, the next thing, also I did 2 videos already on my back. I'm thinking about I need to do a third one, like an update or a third one, whatever, and to finish explaining, because I don't want to talk about it too much on this stream because I still have a bunch of pictures I want to show that I've been showing. If you've been watching the past couple streams, I've been gathering a lot of old pictures, all types of pictures, and trying to show that. Then eventually, I'm trying, because I've been taking a break from everything altogether. I want to get back into my presentations, flat Earth presentations, and get back into flat Earth because that's been it's been ramping up, and it's still people they don't want to see it. They can't see it for whatever reason, being blinded. And it's crazy how things are how things are becoming, but anyway, I don't want to go too much into that. Also, another thing, yeah, but also, damn, there's nobody else here. Everybody left. I was gonna play another song, but I had just got a phone call right before the song ended, so I had to take it, and then I just unmuted like right when as soon as I hung up, and kind of distracted me what I was doing. But anyway, um, so yeah, I've been in a lot of pain. That's like the main thing. That's why I'm trying to go back to the chiropractor, get it fixed. Now, I'm grateful that I have a couple supporters that's been helping me out. Shout out to them. They know who they are. I don't want to say like I don't want to put them out there like that. But if they want to be shouted out, I'll shout them out. But because of these couple people, I've been able to get by a little bit. One person just helped me out, just donated to me. So thank you. That I really appreciate it. Anything right now helps. I had no money. I still barely have any money. I just need, well, each session for my chiropractor is $45. So with having no money, I haven't been able to go to the chiropractor still in over a month since the end of March. And so I haven't been to the chiropractor since, but trying to hopefully with this last donation, I'll only get to do one session. But I did set up a fundraiser. I didn't even know you can do fundraisers. I did a fundraiser for PayPal. Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link if anybody wants to help out. It's I have a goal there, but it doesn't really matter about the goal. I just need as much help as I can get. If I can reach half that goal, I think that'll be good enough. That'll be helpful. Because what I need to finish the chiropractor, that's at least a few more sessions, at least. So with $45 each, that's going to be, with 2 sessions, that's $90, almost $100. 3 sessions, 145, 140, whatever. 4 sessions, I don't even know how many sessions I need. So I don't even know how much money I'm going to need, but this is something that I have to do for my back to get. If I don't do this, my back is not going to get better, and I'm going to be stuck like this. And I don't think anybody wants to live with pain that they have, that they can easily get rid of or fix or heal, whatever, but they can't because they can't afford surgery, or they can't afford this, they can't afford the medicine, whatever. So it just sucks. And then I could eventually, I hate, because I don't like begging for money. I don't like asking for money. I rather, but even though like I'm still doing a good thing and still trying to help people, and this is something that's not being done by too many people in this world, that's gone really crazy so far. But like right now, like I still have to do laundry. I have barely any clothes right now. I'm wearing a tank top. That's why I can't even go on camera right now. And that whole situation is bad. Like, that's why I haven't been doing lives, and I don't really open the camera because of my background and the pain I'm in. I'm moving around a lot, and the camera quality is bad as well, the picture quality. So that's why I don't really turn the camera on. And also, when I did one of my back videos, I did 2 parts. I did part 1 and 2. It's on my channel if you want to go back and see. I did turn the camera on. I have paperwork showing all my chiropractic visits from start till whenever I got that paper. Was sometime like late last year. So it's more than that. What's on the paper, like all the visits, and it has all the visits, the date, time, the amount that I paid for each session. Everything is on there. So like I have actual proof of what I'm doing and where I've been going and who I've been seeing. And from the time that I started going to the chiropractor 2 years ago till now, I'm almost done. I'm a lot better, but I still need to finish. Like if I don't finish, it's not gonna get better, and I'm gonna be stuck like this. And you know, if I don't stretch for one day, I won't be able to move. Like, and I have to stretch for hours each day, 2 to 3 times a day. And there's hundreds of different exercises. Like I can only do a few at a time. So it's like, and my back is still in pain. So like, it's like what I'm supposed to do, you know? And it's just crazy how I just asked for a little bit of help and I can't even get that. Meanwhile, other people are just doing whatever, you know, God knows what, whether it's on TV, media, movies, whatever, or even on YouTube, you know, and other things like that. And people are just getting money for speaking, you know, and that's great because we need people like that. And I'm not that much of a good speaker, so I'm trying to get better at it. But I know a lot about this stuff, and I know, you know, what, like how to try to help people, especially, you know, all it is just the truth. The truth is free. All you got to do is learn the truth, and then you can be set free too, you know. And I can get into the Bible, I can get into a whole bunch of things, but I'm saving that for other you know, other streams. What's up, West FE? What's up, gang? Flat Earth gang. So yeah, so thank you to the supporters for donation. Well, like I said, I still would need help because I still need to go to, oh yeah, the chiropractor. I still gotta do my laundry, get my laundry done. I know it seems like, you know, whatever, but most people take this stuff for granted. And I know there's plenty of other people that are struggling with the same thing too. And I need you know, toothbrush. I gotta get a toothbrush, toothpaste. My toothbrush is already pretty much done. There's just little things like that just to get my foot back in the door so that I can eventually just go back out and make and earn the money for myself if I have to. My voice is going out. But anyway, so yeah, my link is there if anybody wants to help out. I also have a regular link, you know, like this. I just set up a fundraiser, so that's but it's the same thing, like it's the same PayPal and everything, I think. So so I'm gonna try and pick up where I left off in the last video, showing the pictures. Oh wait, let me finish this. So yeah, Patreon. Oh well, my Patreon is another way to help. It's only $3 a month. So I mean, if you think about it, it's really not that bad. $3. I have one Patreon supporter, so thank you. I'm still trying to learn it because I still don't even understand how to, like the last live stream I did, I put it on Patreon, so just in case, and I'll just put all my videos, try to put all my videos there, because I'm still learning. Like I said, I'm still learning how to do it. I don't even understand how it really works, but I am able to upload some like videos that I do, and just in case if I get a strike or whatever, or if they take it down or anything like that, I can just put it up on Patreon and you can watch it on there. And it's only $3 a month, so it's really not that bad. And that'll help me out a little bit as well, you know. Yeah, I mean, the more Patreon supporters I get, the better it will be. And for $3 a month, you can't really go wrong with that. But and like I said, other people that are doing this, like especially like on YouTube and some other platforms, you know, Patreon, Rumble, BitChute, Rockfin, whatever. We are the ones that are speaking like the absolute real truth that they don't want us to know. Because if they didn't care, or if they wanted us to know the truth, then people would be knowing the truth right now. People believe they have the truth. They believe they're spinning on the ball, and they believe it's true. And they believe that, you know, water can stick to a spinning ball moving at over 1,000 miles per hour. You know, it's just, meanwhile, they never seen curvature. They never experienced it. They never seen an experiment of curvature. They just be, you know, they just tell us things, and then people believe it. And then they keep it, you know, the snowball effect going with that, saying, oh, well, the scientists, you know, proved it already, so we don't need to do any work. I mean, trust me, like I've done all the research already. That's why I started the presentations, because to actually show like how this is being done, like and show, you know, just showing the actual definitions, words, proof. You know, I mean, there's also articles that I can get, but that'll make the presentation even longer. So I might do that, like a whole separate presentation on just like articles and pop cultures, things like that. But right now I'm doing it like strictly based on the science and math and some entomology, you know, because entomology is a big part of it too, because it's not just science and math, it's also spiritual, you know. Like it goes back to the Bible, and, you know, even before like the previous civilizations, like I talked about, Egyptians, you know. But then, like, you know, according to the timeline, what they say, if you get down to like around 500 BC, something like that, that's when you had like the big population of the Romans and Greeks and all that. Then that's when they started changing it to the boss, you know, according to history. But either way, that they did. I mean, it's kind of known, like it should be known that we believed it was flat before they believed it was a ball. So I don't know, but let me show this picture. Sorry about that. Yeah, this is I just got this. I saved this because it was pretty interesting. So the narrative of this is basically the tabernacle in the wilderness and the plan of the encampment. I went back and I looked for the description because I didn't take it down the first time when I saved this picture, but it's basically just saying that this shows a temporary tabernacle building surrounded by a curtain wall in a large clearing with tents comprising of 1st Division Camp of Judah on the east, 2nd Division Camp of Reuben on the south, the 3rd Division Camp of Ephraim on the west, and the 4th Division Camp of Dan on the north. And it says there's priests and pilgrims around the tents within the enclosure. And there's also a large altar with the grill on top, which is sacrificial objects being consumed by flames. So besides like the fact that it's a temporary tabernacle and they're burning sacrificial items, the main thing that got me was like the formation, like how it's like a perfect rectangle, and how much, you know, order they had. Not saying that people don't have order today, but I feel like it's slowly being lost. Like for some reason, I don't know. But I don't know. But then again, I think things are becoming more, getting together more. Um, I'm gonna I'm gonna say that I got some more pictures I want to show to better explain it. Cause let me go back. All right, but yeah, just the fact that they had like a lot of order and they was just the way they did things back then. I forgot what year this was. This is doesn't really say. I can't really see the writing that much, but it doesn't really say. And, but yeah, so I don't know. It's just interesting. It just caught my attention, and I'm wondering what that could be, like that tabernacle, right? What it can actually be, and what they're burning. But I don't know. It's just pretty cool to see that. The next one is this is I guess this is the same name. I don't know. I'll show this one because this one is just interesting. The building architecture. I wish I had some. I gotta find some videos. Maybe I could show some videos. And like I said, I have so many pictures that I did already. I think this is the third stream or fourth stream. I think this is the fourth one that I'm doing already, where I'm just showing pictures, and each time like I end it and I go back and I'm doing like research. I'm just on my computer just looking things up again. I find more and more pictures and more. There's so many, and I keep saving more and more. And then by the time I know it, I have like another stream, just a whole nother stream ready. So like a live stream. But am I showing this? Yeah. Well, this is I already got this up on the screen. It says it's a tabernacle in Brooklyn, New York. 1893. All right. 1893. It's really early on. But you see the building, I guess that's like a church, right? Tabernacle. I don't know if that's the actual name for it, but it looks like a church. And I haven't seen too many like these, especially like in New York. Like most of them just look like regular churches. They do have like the arch, maybe the windows, but then and look at the top, it looks like a castle almost. Well, some of them are like that, but also the brick on the side, how it's rounded off like that. I still don't understand how they do the rounded bricks, especially back then. And then you got the horse, of course, and then the train or bus behind it. I never really seen that either. I guess two horses would be better, but I thought these so this must have been right before the electric then. It has to be. But if it was, why is there like this pole right here? Right? Is that like a telephone pole or like what is that? And I can't really see this side that much because of the trees blocking it, and then you got the two people standing there, of course. Big huge doorway. That's a huge doorway. And it's just fascinating how they did this back then. That's all. I just still trying to figure out like a lot of things, like how did they do this? How did they do that? Like I was just researching like what building was it? I think it was the Flatiron building in Manhattan. That was done in like 1901, and they transported everything from like another state. So like, how did they do that? How did they transfer those big huge pieces like on a horse? I don't know. All right, next one. Oh, this one was pretty cool actually. This is what got me looking into the telegrams again, because I forgot about the telegrams. Well, there was another picture I showed in my last stream, or like one of the last few streams. There was a picture that I showed that they had it was a drawing of I think so, a boat, some ships, and then they had like a telegram uh like name and figure and showing like the telegram. But this one also, this is the first telegraphic message from California. So, and then you got is an angel with the wings. It says, "May the union be perpetual." So they're carrying. This is them saying that they want to keep things the way they are. Basically, that's the way I see it. And of course, what they say in public is they say, "Oh, you know, it's for the progression, it's for the betterment of humanity." Things like there's a whole bunch of like key words that they use, but I always look twice at it, and you know, because also what I notice is like how you see like, especially today and going back for years now, especially since I woke up, they have people like that are famous, you know, on TV or music, whatever, and they'll come out and they'll say, you know, they'll just join sides with the main narrative that's going on, like say with like NASA. Like the other day, like they had if you go on NASA's YouTube right now, they have a video showing Post Malone talking to people like these guys in the ISS, like, and it's just so fake, and it's like, but that dude has like millions and millions of followers, like, so all these people are gonna look at it and say, oh yeah, like that's cool, and they're gonna believe it, obviously, and they're gonna fall right back into it, so right back under the spell, and it's like, but yet these people are they're loved, they're famous, you know, they got money, they got followers, subscribers, or whatever, millions and millions, and yet they're over here pushing lies. It's like, so at the end of the day, who are you fooling? You know, obviously you're fooling yourself, but you're also fooling millions and millions of people. So I just don't understand that now. Still, well, I mean, I get it. Like, I understand, like, you know, it's awakening process. I get all that, but you know, I'm woke already. I'm woke now. So what's up, FE Nation? What's going on, bro? I'm gonna get back into my presentations soon. Also, oh, I found another Mandela effect yesterday too. But I'll save it. I'll clip it out and then I'll just save it. It's actually somebody from the community too. Like, and you know, I'm not putting them on blast or anything. I'm just saying I was listening to you know, a live stream, and a flat Earth live stream at that, and it was like, and I just heard like a Mandela effect, and I'm just like, I know he didn't mean to do that, but it is what it is. So this picture also, all right, it says 1890. Wait, 1860. Wow. So the telegram was actually in the 1860s. Yeah, I have to do some research on that, because I've been kind of ignoring that, but I think that's a big piece right there. But people know about it. I mean, it's not like, you know, but I have to do some more research, because I don't really haven't looked into it in a while. So like I said, now knowing more things and seeing like things like this, I can get a better idea at it and go back and do some more research. Next picture I got. Let me see. See, I kind of get mixed up when I'm trying to like explain things. Probably because there's no. It feels like I'm talking to myself, but I'm actually not. Yeah, so I'll just do some more research on that Telegram and see what else I can find. But yeah, that was a pretty good one though. The progress of the century. All right. Oh, this is a good one too. Now this gets more into the political side, but I think it all ties together. It all makes a difference. But basically, this is just kind of like that other picture I showed with the Europe and the United States, and that's when I think they had the ships in the middle as well, and they're showing they had the angel figure with the telegram as well. But this one, the lane. Hold up. I get something to drink. All right, sorry about that. Um, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. The indoctrination is deep. Like that's what I'm saying. Like these pictures, these are actual drawings. These are actual drawings and pictures. Like all that I'm showing, and there's plenty more. And it all tells a story of what's going on and what went on back then. And it's clearly telling us. It's clearly telling us. Like even like in the science and the math and even the movies. The movies. It's like they're telling us. Like why can't people not seem to see it? It's just weird. But also, so let me try and zoom in. Damn, I got these other ones up. I gotta get rid of that. All right. So that's this is actually 1858. That the one on the left says Niagara. It's obviously the Americas, Canada. Right side, a Gimon. What? A Gimon. I don't even know. It kind of looks like Armageddon, but it's missing the R. And the other, yeah. But laying of the cable, John and Jonathan joining hands. 1858. Let me see if I can try and read this because it's small writing. But yeah, let me see. So the one on the left side is saying, glad to grasp your hand. Also, you see the handshake, Freemasonic, of course. How they were working together back then, and then they pretend that they was at war, or whatever. Even if they did fight each other, still, it doesn't matter. They still did a whole bunch of things they should have done a whole bunch of. They could have done a whole bunch of things to avoid it, but they didn't. I almost feel like calling you father, and will, if you improve upon something. Can't read that. May the feeling of friendship which come from my heart and things to do and tingles to the very end of my fingers be like the electric current which now unites our hands and links our something with yours, destiny with yours. May our hearts always beat together and wish something purpose of goodwill. We yet shall see all nations speaking our language. Blessed with our liberty and by the spirit of love and justice, which leads to the only true happiness and glory of nations. So either they had the right idea or they were just talking shit just to, do what they have to do behind our backs. Either way, take your pick. There's still a lot of things wrong, but that sounded nice though. I mean, it sounded pretty good. And then let me see. Then on the right side it says, happy to see you, Jonathan. You feel like bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. You have grown to be tall and sturdy man, quite as big as your father. Great times these, my boy. We won't think of quarreling anymore. I've grown too wise for that. And I hope we will both agree to let bygones be bygones. Henceforth, we treat each other as equals and only strive which shall do most in making all the world, the rest of mankind, as one of your good old presidents once said. How good and pleasant a thing. So yeah, so that was pretty much it. Pretty interesting. Mind you, this is 1858. So yeah, anyway. Next up. Yeah, of course they gotta throw the flat earth in there, right? Like it's everywhere, but yet, like I said, they don't want us to see it. They want to say, no, that's just, that's just how it is. But it's really a ball. It's really a round. They can't even get the shape right. Like pear shape, oblate, perfect sphere. Like which one is it? As a matter of fact, hold up. I got something for that. Hold up. Here we go.
That stuff is black. That stuff is black. That stuff is black. That stuff is whack. 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 That stuff is whack.
So you spin, when you spin pizza dough, it kind of flattens out. Yeah. Gets wider in the middle. And so Earth, throughout its life, even when it formed, it was spinning. And it got a little wider at the equator than it does at the poles. So it's not actually a sphere. It's oblate. And officially it's an oblate spheroid. That's what we call it. But not only that, it's slightly wider below the equator than above the equator.
A little chubbier.
Yeah. Chubby's a good way. It's like pear-shaped. 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 Pear-shaped.
So yeah, and he just did another interview. He just recently did an interview, and he's once again talking smack about flat Earth, saying it does. He's saying the same thing that we're saying, but yet he's not in the right position to say that because he hasn't even backed up. Nobody has backed up any of that. Of the globe research and all that, because it doesn't exist. So anyway, I'm gonna get back into that. I'm trying to like I said, I know a whole bunch, but there's a whole bunch of big words that I know, but in order for me to have a debate, let's say, or just talk about it on stream, I have to go and look and do the not do the research, but look up certain things, and then I'll say, okay, and then I can put it together and then, shoot from there. I'm not some people can just throw point after point after point after point. And I know most of, like I said, I know most of the points, but in order to say it properly and to refresh my memory, because, it's been a while too, but I'd have to go and do look up a word or something. But right now, I have gravity up, and I noticed a few things about it, of what they say in the official definition, and then you have the Einstein, and then you have Newton gravity. So I know that, but then to actually give the definition and see where they're wrong at, I'd have to go and pull it up and then go from there. But when you're in a debate, they I don't know, people just get too impatient and say, oh, what, why don't you know this already? Why don't you know? It's bro, it's so much. That's just gravity. And there's tons of it can go on and on for hours about just gravity. Then you got curvature, you got horizon, you got the sun, you got the atmosphere, you got the moon. It's just so much. So that's why I put together the presentations. Yeah, water seeks its own level. You need a container. All bodies of water is flat. Water is 70% of water. So from what they say, according to their, science and definition. So how is Earth 70% water, and all bodies of water are flat, no matter how big or how small, because it finds its own level. If you have water on top of on a roof, it's gonna roll down. It's gonna seek and it's not, they're gonna say, oh, it's gravity. So, you gotta be careful. They try to trick us, and it's I'm not letting that slide. And that's why I'm trying to do some more. I'm practicing more and trying to get my debate up. But I have everything already loaded up, in my head. It's just, I gotta it's just so much. So trying to get better at it. That's all. All right, next up we got. All right, this one is pretty interesting. I think, yeah, and I have more for this. I got a bunch of Egypt stuff, and I have because I just found some more Egypt pictures, but they're at the end, and I don't want to skip it. But let me just show this one real quick, and then we'll just move on to the rest of them. This is 1908 in Luxor, Egypt, 1908. So I'd have to see which like site or ruins this is, because that's what they are, ruins, right? I was doing some research on that too, which I'm gonna try and get into soon. Maybe probably not in this stream, but if I have time, I'll show some things that I found on a map in all the way in China and where else? Greece, I think. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff in Greece and Italy, Rome, and stuff like that. But some things I haven't even seen before, and I see it on the map, and I'm just like, wow. I even seen some pictures of the old. I was watching a video of the old Mayan ruins, how they looked before they was even, like right before they were found. Man, it's just crazy. And then obviously now, like just seeing it, the structures now, like how could they have built that? The same thing with this. Like how can they have built this back then? And they barely had anything back then, let alone in 1908 or 1800s even. To me, hold up, let me see. But yeah, this is yeah, exactly. You can tell them that, one simple thing like with the water, or even like with the boats over the horizon, all you guys say is, well, that's not the curve, and that boat is not going over the curve, and that's just your eye, that's just your your vision. That's just that you can only see so far. Oh no, and then they got to fight about that, and then just that alone, if they can't get over that, it's like you can't really show them anything else. So, but I'll try. I'm still planning on. I'm just waiting on. Well, the weather's starting to get nice now, so that's one good thing. But besides that, it's still kind of cold in the morning and night. But I'm still working on going out and doing some flat smacking and trying to record it, but I'm just having some problems with that because I don't have a good spot right now. And when I do go out I take walks almost every day, especially because the weather is nice. But either way, I go out for a walk and I just focus on getting my walk done and coming back. I'm trying not to get caught up in, and just seeing like the other people like around here in this where I'm at. A lot of these people are really like lost. Like they really don't care about anything. They don't want to know the truth. It's like, it's kind of bad. And a lot of people also, they here are foreign, so a lot of people don't speak English. So it's hard to even communicate in period with these people. So I just like, I'm trying to let it go. But if I get to move soon, which I'm pretty much going to have to do at the end of the month, hopefully I'll be in a better area, better spot, neighborhood, whatever, and I can see, I'll be around different people, different faces, and then I'll, try and, work myself up to doing it. Also, hopefully my back will be getting better. The only way to do that is to get to the chiropractor, but that's the whole issue because, like I said, I have no money. And so if I would have been going for the past month, my back would have probably been better. But also another thing too, the chiropractor, she doesn't want to, like I said the last time, like if I go, like the next time I go, I'm gonna try and make an appointment soon. I'm just trying. I have to decide what I want to do because I only have $50 and the chiropractor is $45. So that leaves me with $5 left. What I'm supposed to do with $5? Can't do anything with that. Especially can't go back to the chiropractor again after that. But when I go, it's gonna be a touch up because I haven't been in so long. And then she won't raise the machine up so I can get a little bit better. But anyway, regardless, I gotta make a decision what I want to do with that. So yeah, these columns right here, man, just look how massive these are. Look, you see the people sitting down right there beside the column. It's like to do this back then, if it's true or whatever, like however they did it, they must have had like thousands and thousands of people. Well, not thousands, but like on one column, I don't know, like 100 people, if not more. No, it can't be 100 because you can't even fit 100 people in one spot like that. Like, how are you gonna? I just don't understand how they did this. Like, just trying to figure it out. So anyway, trying not to. Let me see if I can find a video because maybe that'll be less boring, I guess. Damn. Missed the call again. I just can't win. I just can't win. All right, this one is pretty. All right, so this is like I have other pictures like this. Like I got a picture of the Sphinx covered up, which I'm gonna try and show, but it probably is gonna be on the next stream. Well, I might be able to get to it. I don't know, but this right here is some ruins that were found. It's called the Temple of Calabash. And if you look at this today, they cleaned it all up. Everything is like neat. But look at all these rocks. Look at everything. Like it's destroyed. Like something happened. This isn't just time. This is like something going wrong, and literally the whole civilization wiped, or just moved to a different location. But either way, what happened? Like why? So, and you can see like the columns, huge columns, and very detailed at the top, like super detailed carving or however they did it. I think this is in Egypt. I'm pretty sure this is in like Africa, Egypt. Yeah, look at the ground, like all these rocks dispersed everywhere. I've never really seen anything like this. Because they don't really show you things like this, But this is actual proof. This is actual history and evidence right here of what because they didn't find most of this stuff until the late 1800s, 1900s, supposedly. And before that, everyone was just, lost in the sauce, I guess. They were just wandering around thinking everything was fine, normal, perfectly normal. Just another day. They just woke up and they just, arrived on Earth or something. I don't know what they thought. But that picture alone just is just basically evidence showing like something happened and possibly a reset. I mean, that's what I would say, but that's just my speculation. So, all right, here's another one. I gotta get the description for this because this one is pretty good and it tells a lot. This is just like the what I was talked about in the beginning. The true meaning of Republican harmony. So of course you probably got Republicans versus Democrats. Probably you see you got the statue in the back. Neptune says Neptune, and then the one in the middle says spoils, but it's probably Neptune as well. I guess I don't know. But it's that a Greek god, an ancient god, of course. But let me see if I can find a description so I could, or let me zoom in to get a better picture. Sacrificing a animal. The members of the Roman house of something, hauling bee drives power by the people, call together their alternate. It's hard to read it. Let me see if I can find a description. Checkered floor. See that? All right, just give me a minute so I can look this up. Man, my back is so stiff. Like, and for some reason, like I said, Friday afternoon, actually, this happened. And Friday night, Saturday morning, I woke up and I'm just like, my whole rib cage, the bottom of my rib cage, just like it's just locked up. I mean, it's getting better now. What's today? Tuesday. It's already Tuesday, and it's still trying to go down. Like it's still hurts a lot. But this whole weekend, I'm just I've been stretching constantly trying to get this to go away, and this is what I gotta do because I can't get to the chiropractor. But anyway, I found a description. Says it doesn't really say much. It just says pretty much what I just said. Shows several Republicans in a temple with the sacrificial lamb labeled civil service reform. That's pretty crazy. At the base of the statue labeled patronage with the trident labeled spoils. Among them are Chester A. Arthur, James G. Blaine, Whitelaw Reid, Ulysses S. Grant, which is, I think, was a president or a politician. I think he was a president. John Logan, William H. Robertson, and a few other people. I'm not going to keep saying the names, whatever, doesn't matter. At the far end of the temple gallery is a statue of George M. Robinson as Neptune. All right, that's what I thought. It wasn't actually Neptune, but it's a guy named George N. Robinson, and he's depicted as Neptune, but either way. I mean, they look and they're dressed up as Greeks and Romans back in those times, but this is only 1883, it says. And that was in I guess the paper, the magazine, newspaper back then. So yeah, next up, we got it's all backwards. It's like tell us, they just give us a bunch of lies, and they tell us, oh yeah, just stay in school and do the right thing, and then become rich and whatever, and then help or I don't know. And then, but it's the complete opposite. It's like, no, you supposed to be living on the land, raising family, raising animals, growing food, things like that. Yeah, no one else wants to come to my live. It's all good. They, like I said, they're just gonna miss out on this good information I got. It's interesting, fun. Oh, here's a good one. They'll probably watch later, maybe. I don't know. It is what it is. I haven't been, like I said, I have been taking a break, so I haven't been going live as much, so people probably can't even find me. So, but it's all right. Hopefully, like I said, things will get better. This is 1800. Wow. Maybe I got the date wrong, but and it says Neptune. I think this is like a temple of Neptune. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but I have to look it up. I'll have to look it up. But you see how, just like how I explained with the Mayans down in South America, how when they found that, it was like, almost, they said it was almost completely overtaken by the jungle. In this case, just the land and the just plants and trees and whatever. As you can see, the top on the right, there's like a bunch of growth coming out on the top, everywhere. The bottom seems to be not too bad, but it's just a drawing, But you see, you got the horse, man with the horse and the bull. I guess they just found this, they just stumbled across it or something. I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty cool. That, oh wow, I didn't even see this person right there. Wonder what they're doing. Probably live there or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was apparently, I'd have to check. It says 1800, but I have a feeling it was later than that, but I don't know. Let me see if I can look it up. But yeah, I finally had some time today to go live, and I said, let me just go ahead and do it since I haven't been going live, and I've been wanting to get this out. I found it, but it's just like I said, it's just been, I haven't even been able to barely do anything. Like, I get up to cook, and then after that, my back goes out, and I gotta like lay down or do something, and I can't just be in one spot. It's really difficult. All right, this is interior of the Temple of Neptune with laddered key. It was by Giovanni Battista, artist, 1720 to 1778. Damn, so this is 1700s. Wow. So this is why I definitely believe that at least some of the timeline is right, because the stuff in Europe is a lot older, as far as like the big temples and the pyramids, and even like in Turkey, there's a bunch of old stuff there. Like to me, I would say that dates back to at least like, I don't know, 500 or 1,000 years ago. I mean, I don't know, but definitely like it's definitely old. I mean, I would say that definitely kind of old. How old? I don't know. I think in the national parks is where they hide stuff. National parks, yeah. Or even or what do you call it? The what do you call places that are damn, I forgot the name. I just heard of it. I just heard about it this morning. Like sites, like, you know, like, or historical monuments, or just historical places. You know, that's another place too, because the government comes in and they own that, and they have it on file. They have it, you know, they control it. They own it. So things like that, yeah, like historical sites. And they will tell you, because you can, like, if you go there, wherever it may be, it'll say historical site. It'll have a sign or something, and it'll have like a whole paragraph or whatever description of it. Am I sharing the screen? No, I'm not. All right. This right here is this is Egypt again. Look how they spell Egypt. They spelled it with an E at the end, which is weird. Man, I'm not sure exactly like which temple. Oh no, this is the Dendera temple, I think. Because they also had, this is where they had the what do you call it? The engraving or depiction of the that light bulb looking device that they always show with the showing the Egypt's well, I mean, I've seen a whole documentary about that. It's on the History Channel. I wish I could play it, but I'm probably gonna get a strike for it. But they was basically showing just how, like, and I said this in my last stream too, how the pyramids and even that light bulb, that Dendera light bulb looking object or a device, it was all used for pretty much like it was technology, and they used it for it was like electric. They was just showing how, like, the pyramids, like how they actually used the pyramids and what they did and what it could have been used for. And this plays a big part because I forget. Oh, because they were saying how, like, inside the pyramids or any like ruins over there that are like maybe underground or in deep inside where there's no light. They were saying that, well, how did they do this if there was no light? Well, they were saying how that was pretty much basically the light bulb, and they were using that light to see and to do things, I guess, whatever, I don't know. Because if they would have used fire, it would have been way too hot, you know, things like that. So couldn't have been fire. And then on the wall here, I guess just some ancient people sitting down, doing rituals, I guess. I don't know. I can't see what this is. I think that's a person. And it also looks like it's all covered up with dirt and mud. So once again, something happened a long time ago and pretty much destroyed these places. Don't know why, don't know how. So yeah, next up we got, thank you, FE Nation. Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. Anything helps right now. So I really do thank you for that. Much love, bro. All right. Let's see. The next one we got. Yeah, this is I think this is like the same temple, but just a different view. And I'll just show that real quick. Let me see if I can just look it up as well real quick. But you can see like those columns there, they just destroyed, completely destroyed. Well, not the whole temple, but just the columns. And it's like someone just like it kind of looks like an earthquake happened, like a really bad earthquake to me. I mean, I don't know. What do you think? But I mean, something definitely happened though. Either that or maybe it wasn't found like the foundation wasn't right. But then again, why is the most of the other things still standing up? You know, like why everything around it is still up, you know. Just like certain pieces broke off. Some did, some didn't. Let me see if I can find the description. Oh no, this is not it. Copy. I want to find out exactly where this was and which temple it was. Oh, that's it. Okay, this is in Thebes, Thebes, Egypt. that's that's pretty familiar, right? Thebes. Kind of sound like kind of sounds like thieves, but it's Thebes. View showing construction and ruins of the second court at the back of the palace temple of Ramses III at Medinet Habu, Thebes, Egypt. Yep, this is 1958. Wow, so this is even earlier than the other ones, or some of the other ones. And it says right here, below that, the Thebes, okay, extinct city, extinct city, extinct city. Obviously, yeah. I mean, but I think I know because I know in like Luxor, and where the pyramids are, especially where the pyramids are, there's a whole city there that are right next to it, like directly next to it. That's huge city that's been populated for a long time now. But yeah, obviously, I would say because like I want to pull up a picture of Egypt right now, like Luxor, Egypt currently. Let me see if I can remember to do that. But yeah, let me because I want to get through these pictures as well. But yeah, if you look on the map, like right now, Egypt, I think it's Luxor where the pyramids are. There's a whole city, modern city there now. So, but like obviously, like I said, like I'm sure it started off small, like how like here in America, like back in the old days, or couple hundred years ago, whatever. There was like really small cities, and almost like I don't know, I gotta think about that because there had to have been a lot of people for things to be um, going on, like streets and shops, things like that. But obviously, they started off somewhere. It started off small, but then again, we had these huge buildings early on, like even I mean, I want to say like the mid 1800s, I guess, is when they started making like the really big buildings. But what was the population like back then? That's something I gotta look into. I don't know why I got this one, but think I might skip it. I'm not sure. You know what? Let me see what the next one is. Yeah. All right, let me. All right, because this is getting into. I was like I said, I was just going through a whole bunch of pictures, images, whatever, and just putting out whatever I found that was interesting, and it was kind of like it's kind of like in order, like the only thing that's in order is the first letter. So like this would be I guess this one I just typed in, I just went to N, so New York, and then just found this. So it says help your neighborhood by keeping your premises clean. Tenement House Department of City of New York. LaGuardia, the mayor. LaGuardia was big time mayor back then. He got the whole airport is named after him. And Landon W. Post, commissioner. But yeah, I mean, I think, and they did this because they was making the efforts to clean up the city, you know, like, but they always say that, like they say that now, like, oh, help keep your neighborhood clean, you know, things like that. And this is certain, there's just some areas, of course, where you go and people just throw shit everywhere, throw trash, whatever, they don't care. Like where I'm at now, like these people just, they trash everything here. But once you get out and you start leaving the city limits and area, things start clean. Things are just not as dirty. So it's just like certain places. But this is New York City, so and they it's known to have, you know, big problem with that. Well, back then especially, and I talked about that too in my last video. How they had the slums back in like 1800s. Then they wanted to clean it up. They did clean it up a little bit, and then I think and then things were good. Like, but then, you know, like in 1910s, 20s, let's say 30s, 40s, 50s, things were nice, right? According to like the pictures. But then, if you think about it, there were still ghettos and slums back then, like poor people basically, in the 1910s, 20s. 30s, but I guess it wasn't that big. Like I think it was starting to reduce for some reason, and then and I have a picture too. I have to look for it though, showing how I think it was like 1920 or 30, showing like a poor family in New York, and they were getting evicted actually, and it showed like all this stuff in the street. It showed like the building in the back, how it was like kind of like, it looked like an old building, but it was probably like a newer one. So just kind of, just something to think about, I guess. But all right, the next one I got here. All right, this one is pretty cool too. This one, I have to find the year because I didn't write the year down. But it's gotta be like, probably like probably by 1950s already, 40s. Let me see if I can look it up. So I don't like taking guesses. All right. But yeah, so that's pretty much Manhattan. You got the train, the L train there. And you got the buildings going up in the back. I think that's pretty cool. That might be the Empire State. I don't know. Probably not. I think this is Harlem though. This is probably Harlem. So this is more upper Manhattan. But, and there's snow there. But it's just pretty fascinating how they able to do all this work, you know, in such little time. And I mean, they're still growing and building today, but the skills have gotten a lot better. But then that's another thing too. Like, how did they do that back then? Was even less tools and knowledge than they do today. Because there's things that they did back then, like let's say like the pyramids or Machu Picchu in South America. They can't replicate that today, and we're supposed to be more advanced. Yeah. All right. Oh, this is actually Chicago. Sorry. Wow. See, it's a good thing I looked it up. This is Chicago. That looked just like Manhattan. Wow. I said that was Harlem. Wow. This is Randolph, Wabash Avenue Station, Randolph Street, Wabash, Chicago. Whatever. Okay. Nothing, like I said, nothing special about that. I just found it I just thought it was a cool pic, but it actually, I think it says created, published, documented, compiled after 1968. So this might have been in the 60s, 70s. All right, well, I'll just move on from that. I would like to go to Chicago one day, but I just want to travel, like places, different places. All right, next one. Famous hotel. Oh, man. I just wish this pain would go away, man. This sucks. All right, this one, all right, 1905. All right, not bad. So we're going back to Europe real quick. We're going to Europe. I just got this because the name is really familiar, and I know it's like a famous name or whatever, but I've heard it like 1,000 times, but I never really knew what it was or what it looked like or anything. But apparently, this is the famous hotel at the Paris de Monte Carlo in Monaco, and then obviously you see the building. Nice, beautiful building. Of course, like, Roman style or European style, I guess. I don't know. But you see there's a huge antenna right there in the middle going up top of this part of the building. And I think that is what really caught my attention with this. But obviously, it's 1905, so it's kind of later than some of the other stuff, but still pretty early on. But just the style of this building, now that I look at it, like now that I compare the actual, now that I'm doing more research on it, like comparing like the architect or buildings in Europe to the ones in America, there's actually there's a big difference. But what I see the most comparable is just like the designs, like a little bit, just like the columns, like maybe this balcony, the window arches or whatever type of windows. Oh, but also like you see like these I don't know what it's called, but I would just say these are. I really wish I went to architect school because like back in high school and after high school, because that's what I wanted to do, but I just never got into it. Like I just went, I went in a whole nother direction. But I always loved architecture and things like that. But yeah, this to me, like it looks like this is Europe. And then when I see like a building from like, America here, even like some of the old ones, it's like, even though they were like really like neat and clean, everything is just like, here is like a lot of things are just, the buildings are like squared. They're all square. In Europe, they have like, a bunch of different, angles and, it's not like just like a square or rectangle building, maybe, now modern ones are, yeah, but I'm saying like these old ones, But either way, this is just one that just caught my attention. So I was like, let me just save that. I'm actually gonna have to go back and do some research on that because, like I said, the Monte Carlo and Monaco is a familiar name to me. I just heard it so many times, but in different places, whatever. I went through Chicago as a kid. It sucks. Yeah. I mean, growing up in New York, New York is pretty cool, but now that I'm older, I'm like, nah, I don't really care about it no more. But I never really looked at Chicago as like another, like basically another New York. But to me, I would say it kind of is like, it's like another New York basically, with the twist, But like I said, I've never been there, so I don't know. But I would like to travel one day and see different places, whatever. But that is what it is. Let me see. Also, well, Chicago, now that I've been doing some research, I just found, like, I'm learning recently that Chicago, I said this in my last stream too, that Chicago was built up for some reason. Like, if you look at all the buildings and, well, some of the buildings and some of like the downtown area, I believe, it's like, it's raised up. So I think there was a reason for it. I'm just not 100% on what it was or is, but all right, this one is pretty cool. All right, now we're gonna get back into some good stuff because I still got a ton of more pictures, ton of more stuff that I could show. But let me just show this one right here because I'm gonna have to put this on hold soon. But all right, this is I guess this was a paper, like a newspaper, I think, if I'm not mistaken. I have to check. It says the Continental States, like the generous vine supported live, the strength they gain is from the embrace they give. The federal pillars. Okay, the federal pillars. So this is federal government, obviously. You got the columns, pillars, ancient architect, Roman, Greek, whatever. And this is a good saying though. It says the strength they gain is from the embrace they give. But is that that's kind of like a hidden wordplay or something like that? Because it's basically telling us or showing us, because this statement is true, like the strength they gain is from the embrace they give. But they're basically showing us or telling us that they were strong back then. They were able to build columns like this here, pillars. And they had a possibly a thriving civilization, right? If you want to call it. And then something gave, like something happened. And then whatever, it got taken down, everything. And then now we're starting up again. That's why it says right here, united they stand, divided they fall. So I don't know. I just found it interesting. And I forgot the year of this. Let me see if I can check real quick. Sorry about that. I was just like too focused on just saving it, grabbing it, saving it, and moving on to, the next one. But now I'm gonna go and check to see what this is about. All right, federal pillars. Wow. So yeah, I pretty much just explained it, right? But now that I'm looking at it more. Okay, so this was published in January 1788. 1788. It says a series of prints published over several months showing columns, each labeled after a state, being placed upright by hand from an extending cloud. You see the cloud with the hand, So I don't know if they're trying to say if that's God or what, but I don't know. The first print published January 16th, 1788, labeled United They Stand, Divided Fall, shows the Massachusetts column being added to those of Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. Okay, blah, blah. All right, so that's that's pretty much it. I mean, well, just says they just added more columns, like, you know, Maryland, South Carolina, Virginia. I guess they added all the states, right? What it says. And then it says the New York column is in place, and then the hand is placing the North Carolina column into position. To the right is a crumbling Rhode Island column next to the notion, the foundation good, it may yet be saved. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. Like, this one is really good, actually. If y'all can see it. All right, that's Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, Connecticut, Mass. But let me see if I can show this one. Hold on. Screen. Oh man. Oh wow, hold up. I think I just found something else. Yeah. Redundant Saturnalia, Regina. Wow. And they keep spelling the S with an F for some reason. It's weird. Eighth pillar, we predicted in several proceedings. See, it's spelled S with an F. Proceeding, blah, blah, has the fact been verified since our intelligence? Yes, I don't know exactly what they're trying to. I mean, they're talking about the states and I guess the Constitution. But that's weird how where it says to the right is a crumbling Rhode Island column with the notion next to it saying the foundation good, it may yet be saved. What are they trying to save and why, you know, what happened? So again, they have the cloud with the hand, it says, and then it says right next to it, it will rife. Don't know what that means, but so yeah, anyway, let me see, there's one more, just want to see real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna have to end this out in a minute, pretty soon. I have a ton more pictures that I want to show, so I'm just gonna have to save it for the next stream, and then once I'm done like doing this, I'm gonna go back to, like I said, I'm gonna go back to the, hopefully doing the, I'll just do another stream where I'll talk about something else, like, you know, flat earth. I'm definitely gonna talk about, I'm gonna show some NASA stuff. Also, I called NASA a few weeks ago, maybe like a month ago, whatever. I did it on a stream live too, but I got a voicemail. So I left a voicemail, and just recently they called me back, but I missed the call. So I'm gonna try calling them back live, maybe, or record it, whatever, and ask them some questions, whatever, see what they say, and then just go from there and see, you know, see what happens. But I have a set of questions that I want to ask them, see if they could answer me, or, you know. Oh, let me see right here. Oh, wow. Hold up. Let me pull this up. Remember, this is 1788. This is not even the 1800s yet. This is 1788. And let me see what it says here. In Baltimore, Maryland, they have a bar called the Owl Bar. You should check it out. Yeah, you know, I was just watching a short short video on YouTube. They was just showing like they were just going to different restaurants and places to eat in Baltimore. And Baltimore is another city or place where I never thought that would be that interesting or whatever, but I found almost every city now interesting, like everywhere. Like I want to go everywhere. Especially like the older places. Baltimore is old. It's pretty, you know, I'm already in Pennsylvania, which is old. I'm from New York, old, you know, and I've been seeing these places already my whole life. So I want to go other places and see other places. But to me, everywhere is interesting now. Like almost every city now, like I find interesting. But yeah, Baltimore, Maryland, I definitely would check that out. Also, I found well, I'm not even gonna get into that. I'm not even gonna get into that. But let me just let me read this real quick. It says redundant Saturnia Regina on the erection of the 11th pillar of the great national dome. We beg leave most sincerity to solicitate our dear country. Rife it will. The foundation good. It will that okay, that's what it says. Foundation good. It was I forget what it says. It may yet be saved. All right. But it says, you see how it says dome there? That's pretty much what got me. 11 stars in quick, 11 columns. Strike our wondering eyes sooner. Oh, here's an S. That's weird. Everything else is an F though. Sooner the whole shall swell the beauticious dome, capital DOME. Wow. Columbia's boast and freedom's hallowed home. So basically, they all they're saying, they knew that this place, this whole world, this whole reality, this whole realm, what is created was created by God, and we were given this for us to roam around and, you know, be free, whatever you want to call it, you know. But and then so they know that, and they want to try and basically just like how the serpent did in the Garden of Eden. He's like, no, surely you won't die. Like, just, you know, just go ahead. Just, you know, go ahead and do it. Just take a bite. And it's like, all right. And then all of a sudden now everyone is just now lost and they forgot. And meanwhile, it's all right in front of our eyes. You know, it's all right in front of our face. The way that everything works, you know, the stuff that they show us, you know, everywhere, TV, right here, this paper, like everywhere, you know, like how can they not see it? Once again, I mean, they do see it, but they just choose to like ignore it or not believe the whole, you know, the whole truth or whatever, you know, case may be. Yeah, I really want to finish. Like, let me see. I'm gonna show a few more anyway, because I don't want to end this out yet, but I am gonna have to end it very soon. Another few minutes. I lost my spot now. Oh, here we go. All right, I'll show this one real quick. This is another one that pretty much got me like really thinking like in my head like, but this is the Pennsylvania Journal and Weekly Advertiser. I mean, this is just, it just seems normal, right? But this is 1768. I mean, wow, that's old. And then of course, what do you have there? Skull and Bones. I mean, that's pretty much the whole point of this. This is what got me. It's like, all right, I see what they're trying to do here. I mean, can you just imagine like 1765 or 8, whatever, and they're showing this type of stuff, but yet they want to call people, talking truth, and they're trying to like, what's the word? Like they want to hang us, right? But meanwhile, we're not doing anything wrong. We're just trying to tell people like the truth, and then meanwhile they're, I don't know, whatever. They're ignoring truth while, making things worse and just capitalizing on the lie, basically. Getting bigger, richer off of like just telling lies, and they could be like helping the whole world. But meanwhile, they have us fighting each other. And like perfect example, which is what I was gonna bring up in the beginning, but I wanted to save it. Now is a good time. Like where I'm living at now, I'm living with family. 3 to 4 family members, right, that are like feet away from me, and they can't even like, we're fighting because we don't get along, and I'm trying to tell them like, I told them everything. Like I told them the whole situation, what I'm going through, my pain that I'm in, physical pain, tell them about, the truth, like, flat earth, things like that, or just simple things like 9/11, the moon landing, just little things, and like just pointing out little things like in the news or whatever, showing them, and they just like ignore it, just completely ignore it, call me crazy, call me a psycho, insane, blah, 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 whatever, you name it. I said, okay, fine. So I let that go. Now let's just, talk about something else. Okay, what else did they talk about? Well, I'm in pain, a lot of pain. I can hardly walk, and I can barely lift anything, and whatever. I can't hardly cook for too long without my back going out. Like standing up right now doing this stream, I'm already at 2 hours and my back is already going out. So I tell them that, and then they're like, no, we can't help you. We don't want to help you. And then so we're fighting about that, and it's like, they're trying to like crucify me, kick me out so I could be homeless because I'm in pain and I can't work. Like, really? Like, so the big people, like the elites, all the big government, whatever, all the, whatever brainwashing they did to us, that they have us under, is causing myself and my family to be, going at each other, fighting, and I'm not saying like, oh, I'm right and they're wrong, I'm perfect and they're not, nothing like that. I'm just saying like, I'm just asking for a little bit of help so I can get better, so that I can go out and do my own thing, and they don't even want to do that. Like they have me like literally like going, like really like saying to myself like, should I even continue, like, things like that, like, because like how am I supposed to be on my own if I can't even do a simple thing, because I'm in pain or whatever. Like I'm not gonna go into it because I already explained about the pain, the physical part in my last videos, but yeah, like I just say like, look, I'm trying to get help. I'm going to the doctors, even though they're not helping me at all either. That's a whole nother story, right? A whole nother rant right there. with the doctors because they can't even like write on my file that how much pain I'm in and what kind of injury I got, what kind of damage did it do. Like they just write down whatever on the paper, and each time I go to the doctor, they write a different thing on that, a different description on that paper. And it's like, no, if my MRI shows that I have this, and this wrong, why can't you just write that diagnosis? Like, if something is wrong, like I'm in pain, I can't do things, I can't hardly walk, but yet that's considered normal. So you just don't care, you don't try to help, you don't write nothing down on you don't write on my file that this patient has a serious issue, he can't do this, he can't do that. They can't do none of that, right? So that's a whole other story right there. But so I'm telling this to everybody, like the 4 people that are closest to me that are supposed to be family can't even help me. And I have people that like, that are here that I know from just being on here, in chats and online and doing streams, that they're more willing to help me and understand me better than my own family. It's like, I mean, I get it. Like, I'm gonna obviously move on, but right now it's like I've been dealing with this for the past 4 years now, and I'm trying to get past it, but it's like, they're just making it worse basically at the end. So anyway, I'll make another maybe the next time I go live, maybe, because I do want to finish these pictures. Maybe I'll do just a whole stream about my back and give an update. It'll be like a part 3 because I did 2 already, so it'll be a part 3. And also because, yeah, I'll explain it then, because at the end of the month, well, coming up in a week or 2, a week and a half, I'm gonna have something to do. So it's gonna, after that, I'm gonna have to decide, what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have to move, but I'm just trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it and where I'm gonna go. I don't really have it figured out yet, but that's gonna happen at the end of the month. So I have to get ready for that and prepare. And I'll just explain that in my next video that I do about my back. And yeah, because that's coming up in like a week and a half. So I want to try and talk about it. I might wait till after though. I'm not sure. Might wait till after, but I don't know if I'll have any time after. Because like I said, after in a week and a half after, well, like I said, I'm gonna have to move. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know if I'm gonna have to move the next day, the next week, or what. I don't know how much time I'm gonna have after next week for me having to move. So I'll just explain that in the next video. So I guess that's it. I'll just try to, yeah, I'll pick up where I left off in the next one. In the next stream, I have a whole bunch more of good pictures or good images and drawings that I found. And I'm gonna find a whole bunch more, but I still have some videos I want to show. So and I still have to do I still wanted to do the live on the street, boots on the ground, flat smacking type of thing. But that's gonna have to wait too because of all this that I'm going through. But so yeah, I'll just end this out. To anyone who's watching this later, appreciate it. Thank you. Everyone that was in chat, everybody in chat, thank you. I'm trying to get better at this. I'm not, it's not like we can go to school for this type of stuff, and even the school that we do have, it's like complete complete washing of the brain. So anyway, play a song and then I'll be out. We already got 2 hours, coming up on 2 hours now. So I got to get something to eat. I haven't ate, and I got to stretch out. Actually, yeah, and I have an appointment coming up. So yeah, hopefully soon. I'm praying, man. If I can just, like I said, if I just get my foot in the door with my pain, my physical pain, everything else should fall right behind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I just not waste, but the last 4 years I've been like pretty much out of the game. Like I just started going live in August of last year, and I'll talk more about that in my next video. So look out for that, and try and keep up, and then I'll explain it in my next one. So yeah, hopefully we'll see. All right, much love, keep it flat, and see y'all soon.